All right, welcome back. Today is November 29th. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. Today we're just gonna basically finish what we started here. So we've got the quilt box, the candy boards, the sugar that we had there did end up drying rock hard. So I put a fan on that and tried to dry it out, and it's solid now. So we're gonna throw that on top. We're gonna put our quilt boxes on top of that. And then we're just gonna basically throw the brick back on. So hopefully that's it for that. I've also got some pink foam insulation. I'm probably going to see about wrapping the hives just to maybe give them an additional fighting chance. I want to see both of these hives through winter. Earlier this week, we had a 50-degree day. Both hives were flying. So we've got live girls in both hives, live bees in both hives. Everything's looking good. So I'm gonna hope that we maintain with this, and we'll get them going. So here we go. So I put this gallon on Monday, so it's been 5 days. Really, they've only drank maybe a quarter of it down. We've had 2 really nice days since then of really warm weather, and they've both been flying both of those days. So hoping that they just don't need this anymore, but I am going to go ahead and put our candy board on. May leave this out for some maybe open feeding for a nice day or something like that. All right, just so you can see where we're at here, the girls are looking good. You can see they were up around the kind of outer edge here where the sugar feeder was at, but they're all climbing back down in. So I'm going to give them a sec to climb down in. I'm going to take this top cover off and we'll remove it all together. And just so you can see what it looks like on the hive, I've got a spot there. That's where we used our 2x4 to make sure we left a space for the bees. And here's our top entrance there so they can escape out if they need to. And a couple of air vent pockets there and there. And that's what it looks like. You can see it's really nice and hard right now. So that should do number 1. So interesting, if you take a look at the 2 top lids, the hive on the left seems to have had a ton more moisture in it than the hive on the right. So I don't know if that's mold or what that is there, but this is why we're going to put that quilt box on. They beat their wings against that nectar, that sugar water, and they dehydrate it, and it makes the air very moist inside of the hive. So we're going to go ahead and put that quilt box on, so when it condenses, it evaporates and condenses on the top of the hive. It'll land in this burlap. So again, the idea is that we've got some air holes here, and that burlap will just catch the water. So I did end up making these just a bit long. So I just brought a hacksaw with me, so just trying to be prepared. I'm cutting these down to length just a little bit, and I'm gonna basically ratchet strap these on. So I've already got one installed here. It is 2-inch thick foam. So just the idea is to, maybe give them a little bit more heat through the winter. Not as much loss through the wood. And hopefully that means that they will not use as many resources so they don't starve, stay a little warmer, and we have a successful overwintering of bees. If that happens, I plan to probably split these hives up and make a few more hives next spring. So we'll see how it goes, but this is going to be my final step in the winter preparations. All right, with that, we'll wrap up. I would call it first year beekeeping. So we've got our candy boards on, we've got our quilt boxes, our Vivaldi boards on, and we've got our pink foam 2-inch thick foam on. So both hives are still flying right now. You can see I've angered them a little bit, and rightfully so, in this kind of cooler weather. It's probably 45 degrees out, 42 degrees out, but hopefully they're good to go. So we'll see. I'll keep doing kind of status updates and taking a look, but they've both got top exits now, top entrances, as well as bottom if they need it, and they've got food. So we'll see how it goes. They've got everything I can give them at this point, so it's up to them, and we'll see how it goes. So I'll plan to do I think a lessons learned video for first year beekeeping. Everything I've kind of learned, and do some playback clips, and we'll see what we can come up with there. But appreciate you tuning in, and it's been fun. Thank you.